What's up guys, welcome to our regular every Monday patch note video where we're going to go through the patch notes for you guys that are maybe driving to work, maybe you just don't like reading them yourselves, or maybe you want my opinion and my take on stuff as well. That is why we do this, but we're just going to go through the patch notes, nothing else in here, so if you're interested, then stick around. Do leave a like if you find this sort of thing interesting. You guys, when I started doing this, I didn't know how I was going to go, but you guys seem to love it, so that's good. But anyway, this week it says double XP and retro dragon claws this week in RuneScape. So there should be some interesting stuff in here, hopefully. Retro Dragon Claws sounds pretty cool, so we're going to take a look at that. But anyway, like I say, let's take a look at see what's happening this week in RuneScape. So it says this week, a fierce new retro skin and your last chance for mega boosts to your skilling. So we've got the Retro Dragon Claws here, which kind of look really cool. It's been a while since your last retro skin, but the wait is over. The Dragon Claws are finally ready to rip, shred and tear through your enemies or poor unfortunate target dummies in style. So let's take a look and get a bigger version of this. We can, not really, but either way, that's still pretty cool. That's pretty cool. They've redesigned them basically. So the Retro Dragon Claws bundle will arrive today with today's update, costing 200 rune coins, 180 for members. It contains the replica Dragon Claw, the replica Dragon Claw offhand, or the Dragon Wing Claw, or the Dragon Wing Claw offhand. So you've got the old ones as well, and we've got the new ones. So that is cool. This is very cool. It's nice to see them remastering stuff like this and remaking it. It is really cool. And apparently now, let's have a look at this here. Ripping stuff with the claws unleashed will now be turning our attentions to the next skin on the list. The Abyssal Whip is on its way. You won't have to wait nearly as long to get your hands on the classic cosmetic either. So as you can see here, we've got the Abyssal Whip, and you can see the designs that they're going for. It looks pretty cool. So I'm so glad they're doing this sort of thing. But in saying that, I think most of the stuff that's going to get remastered will be melee stuff, right? Because back in the day, wasn't melee kind of everything? I know you still had magic and stuff, but you just kind of cast the different spells. Whereas you had the whip, you had the dragon dagger, you had the dragon scimitar, which we've already had. You had the claws and stuff. You had the dragon long. Like, there was so many different things, but it was all melee, like Darox and stuff and all that. So there's definitely a lot more melee stuff, which is, I mean, it's cool, but it's not magic, and I mean, it is what it is, but it is good. No, it's definitely good that they're remaking this stuff. Pretty soon we'll be launching a poll on our social channels to narrow down the final looks. We'll be ready to cast your vote in the near future, so you'll be able to vote on which style looks better. I guess between these, I like number one personally, but I guess number two is like a nice mix in between, but I like number one. What do you guys want? Put in the comments 1, 2, or 3 for the Abyssal Whip here, and we'll take a look and see how many of you guys prefer each one. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Anyway, we're sure many of you are busy working on your shiny new forts this week. Don't forget to take advantage of this juicy increased experience gains while working on your construction. If you were really canny, you could also save up some of your rested XP to get more out of your other skills too. Work smart, not hard. Init. Productivity. Double XP Live continues until Monday, February 27th, starting and ending at 12 PM game time. So, man, when you can tell a company's British, right? Like, it's great. I still don't know who writes these posts. Maybe it's written at the bottom, and I think I've figured it out before, but I've forgotten. They do a good job with the patch notes posts. Account safety. Recently, we've had a number of reports from players who have received spoof phishing emails. Hey! I made a video on this recently. We want to remind all players that any emails relating to your account will be delivered to your player inbox, which can be accessed in-game and on runescape.com. If in doubt, stop, be safe, and check your player inbox. For more information on how to protect yourself from phishing, check out our safety tips support article. This whole post will be linked in the description, guys. So if you want to come and check these out and get these links, then just follow that and scroll down. But this is really cool to see in the Monday patch notes, and this shows that they're paying attention to the community and stuff and what's going on. So this is, I really like this because of the fact that, you know, that they're giving extra information to players and stuff, and newer players may find this and it's just important. Like, it's just important to share this sort of stuff and give reminders. So there you go. But yeah, keep in mind, guys, if you get the email that's like, someone's recovered your account, always go to your actual in-game inbox first. Like, don't click any links in there. Go to the main page, go to runescape.com, and then go find your account stuff. Check it in there, check your inbox, and check your password reset and stuff there as well, because it's very often that you'll get this email that says, someone's recovered your password, or the password change attempt or something. Click here if it wasn't you, all this sort of stuff. So don't fall for that. Treasure Hunter calendar. Okay, let's have a look. So we're currently on the foresight to train. Cool. Only 2 days left on foresight to train. So if you have any gain goals, which is jumping before it finishes, I think this is where you can see what you're getting out of the chest, right? What we're doing at the moment. Then we've got Gemfall. Gemfall returns with multipliers galore. This time, your regular treasure hunter chests are replaced with just the one, but there's always multipliers active above it. What's more, you use keys. There's a chance. As you use keys, there's a chance the gems will shatter, re-rolling their multiplier and possibly causing a gemfall, meaning you choose extra prizes. If you're on the hunt for Boar, the Aurora Bear, or the Gem Cape, Gem Crown, or Gem Sack, this one is not to be missed. Okay, so I mean, I think all these are tradable, right? These things, all the gem stuff. Maybe not the bear though. Not too sure, but either way, cool. Patch notes. How much have we got? Whew. Quite a lot. A lot of it's new foundations, but we'll go through it. A lot of it's general stuff as well, and then we've got the community stuff after that. So here we go with the patch notes for today. Hopefully there's some interesting stuff in here, and some fixes that people have been complaining about. Fix an issue where compacted jewelry did not consume charges when teleporting. Also an issue where compacted jewelry with 0 charges allowed players to teleport. That sounds less like an issue and more like a nice thing. So people probably not happy with this fix. I'm sure people were happy with not using their charges when teleporting, but hey, I guess it wasn't intended, so it is what it is. The construction guidebook no longer leads players to the wrong location. It now instructs players to visit Remington instead of Taverley. Oh, well, that's awkward. The sand dunk rest grabbing animation no longer loops infinitely. Set skyboxes will no longer reset upon applying a filter. Fix an issue where quest point cape perks could not be activated from the 3rd perk slot on worn max capes and any eligible backslot items. Okay. Fix an issue preventing the master max comp and the master max trim comp cape overrides from being unlocked for some players. Beautiful. Fix an issue where some of the players couldn't unlock virtual skill level achievements despite meeting all of the requirements. Players can now destroy Dragonkin stars should they wish to do so. What is a Dragonkin star? Someone let me know in the comments. No idea. Fix an issue with the Grand Exchange's price per item taking too long to visually update after adjusting the price. Adjusted the functionality. Oh wait. This is good. That was such an annoying thing. Adjusted the functionality of some notification settings to be more intuitive. The offer option has been removed from the Western Wilderness Chaos Altar. Okay. So you can't offer you can't offer bones there anymore. I guess you would just. Does this mean you can't offer bones in the wilderness normally now, or is it only at the fort? It says the western one though, so I guess those 2. I don't know. The Seren spirits and other similar distractions should now appear correctly in the Fantastic Cathedral. Added a blocking to a rock that was lacking collision in the wilderness. Fixed an issue causing players to repeatedly attempt pickpocketing on NPCs even though the thieving level requirement was not met. It should now be easier to interact with the fishing spots on the Proof Dallas waterfall. Gravestones will no longer spawn in an inaccessible area after dying inside the giant mole boss arena, and corrected an issue that prevented some players who had previously met the curator from starting the Desperate Creatures quest. Okay, cool. So there's actually some interesting patches in there, to be fair. This one's interesting, about the teleports and stuff. And the G one, about the update and the prices updated slowly. And also this one here, because does this mean that people who weren't that high of a level yet could continue, like they could AFK pickpocket? So this is another fix. There's a few fixes in this one that have removed things that people were probably happy about, which is obviously, if it's not intended, it's not intended, right? But it's still interesting all the same. Anyway, new foundations, hotfixed. The Argon-like rocks from the Succession quest have been added back to the wilderness. Fixed various blocking issues around Fort Forinthry. Players are no longer guaranteed to receive strange rocks instantly after starting construction. hotfixed. Players are no longer able to place dwarf multi-cannons inside the fort. Was there a reason people were placing multi-cannons in the fort? And is there a reason that they're not allowed to now? Is it just purely because they were just a nuisance, they were just in the way or something? Or what is the reason for this? Hotfix, fletching jungle logs at the big game hunter will once again turn them into wooden spears. Fix an issue where the fort for in-3 lodestone could be built without meeting the requirements. The duplicated hidey hole south of Fort 3 was removed from the game. Okay, updated the blueprint table at Fort 3 to remove completed wall and gate blueprints when the relevant segment is completed. Fixed an issue where some of the Fort 3 areas did not benefit from the Reset XP buff. Joining a player inside Fort 3 through the friends list no longer teleports into the wilderness. Joining a player inside Fort 3 through the friends list no longer teleports into the wilderness. What the hell? Players can no longer use the assist system to start blueprints within Fort 3. You can no longer see other players' pets and followers within the fort. That's kind of good. It'll help with lag and stuff. Wilderness threat monsters will no longer spawn inside the Fort 3 safe zone. Did they actually want the frick? No way. Fixed an issue with the a Fort of my own achievement previously creating the tier 3 chapel would tick off the tier 3 command center instead. Vice versa. Now the correct building was shot. Okay, cool. The one I find interesting is this one. Was this used for luring or something, or like joining a player inside Fort 3 through the friends list no longer teleports into the wilderness? So if you joined someone that was in the fort, did you go to the wilderness lodestone or something, or how did this work? This is interesting. I don't know if this was used for luring or not, but I'm glad it's been fixed. But yeah, anyway, community showcase stuff. This is like the best part of the patch notes, let's be honest. So we've got, do you have 99 mining? Because I'm, what does it say? Because I'm digging. Do you have 99 mining because I'm digging you? Okay. And it's clue 1. Find your next clue week. Okay, so this is like a, oh no. This is like a Valentine's thing, and there's a potion there as well. That's really cool. That's really cool. And then there's the amazing art, as always. Freaking always insane art in here. RuneScape 3 confuses me. RuneScape is confusing as hell. There's the stuff from the rune tube. I think this one's been put on twice. It has. There you go. That's freaking. Wait. Oh no, they've put the wrong one on, because this is. Okay, so this is Waydots. Evil Lucario's isn't on here. I assume it's gonna get fixed. But Evil Lucario should have it on here. Because he's pushing Glacier with 1 defense. That's crazy. And then there's the other videos. Okay, cool. Scapers screenshots. Here's Sir Theodore making sure the buildings are all OS. I don't know what this means. I guess this is like health and safety stuff. I don't know. But either way, cool screenshots and stuff as usual. And then there's the pink skirts player events if you guys are interested. But anyway, that's pretty much it for today. There's not a ton of stuff, but there is some interesting stuff. The Retro Dragon claw skin is very cool. The whip thick skin is cool as well. Remember to comment 1, 2, or 3 for your favorite out of these. I believe that is what they're going to be polling at some point between those. And yeah. But the account safety thing, keep in mind, treasure hunter and stuff. The patch notes, yeah, it wasn't a ton of stuff. But anyway, hopefully you found it interesting. If you did, leave a like, sub to the channel if you are new around here. Channel members and patrons and such, thank you so much for your extra support on the channel. As always, it is very much appreciated. And I'll catch everybody in the next one. See you later, guys. Bye.